guys, today I'm going to be doing the designer versus drugstore makeup challenge tag that the Glam Moms, Jen and Rochelle, came up with, and I thought this is such a great tag. They're so creative for coming up with it, and I think you can learn a lot about, you know, your makeup style by doing a tag like this. And you know that all my videos have to be 10 minutes or less, so let's get started. If I forget anything, I'll put it in the description bar, and if I left anything out, just comment below and I'll answer you. As for primers, here I've got my Pore Professional by Benefit versus my Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro. On an everyday basis, this is the one I choose, hands down. I think it does pretty much the same thing as this. It makes my makeup, well, this is for minimizing pores, and this is for keeping your makeup on longer. This is the one that I would repurchase. Foundations, I've got my Estee Lauder Double Wear versus my Revlon Color Stay Whipped. Now, in each category, I've got my absolute favorite drugstore versus my absolute favorite high-end. I love the finish on this one more, so that's the one that wins. So the next category is going to be concealers. I've got this one from CoverGirl. It's the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless one in the pot, and then I've got my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Both of these I use underneath my eyes, but if I had to choose between the two, I would say the MAC Pro Longwear is the winner because it has unbelievable coverage. I don't have to worry about it one bit when I put it on. And this one is pretty good, but if I was getting married, I would use this one. You know what I mean? Because it's something that I don't have to worry about at all. CC/BB creams. I've got my Garnier Drugstore BB cream here, and then the IT Cosmetics CC cream. You've seen my review. I've talked about this 100 times. You know I'm going to pick this one. I will definitely repurchase both of these. I really do love both of these, but this one just has so many anti-aging benefits that it has to be the winner. As for powders, I've got this one from Revlon, the Nearly Naked powder, versus this one from Tarte, the Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder, or the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. So it's kind of like these two high-end against this one. And this one is definitely the winner. It's easier to work with, of course, because these are loose powders, but I just love the finish this one gives to my skin more. So I chose that one. Powder foundations, I've got this one from Physicians Formula, the Mineral Wear Talc Free, and I've kind of already said this, you know, a few months ago, but this one, the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation. So if I had to choose between the two, this one is definitely the winner. It is, you know, just higher quality product, and I love the finish it leaves on my skin. But I use this one a lot too. I don't know. This is the one that is the winner, but I do really love that one. Bronzers, I picked this up recently. This is the only drugstore bronzer that I've kept. I've had a few, you know, one from Wet n Wild, one from NYC, and I have thrown them away because I just don't like them at all. So I swatched this one. I've worn it once. It looks great, but I always go back to my Hoola bronzer from Benefit. This one is definitely the winner, hands down. This might not be fair because I just did get this one, but really I could have worn it every day, but I chose to wear this one. Highlighters, this one from Stila in Kitten. It has two colors here, a pinky light, you can see, and then a bronze one. There's a lot of versatility here. It looks beautiful on the skin, versus this one from Physicians Formula. It's the Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls in Translucent Pearl. Everyone talks about this one. I think you can go overboard easily on this one and end up looking like an ice princess. This is more of an everyday one. This is the one I would choose if I had to choose between the two. For blushes, it was difficult to choose which drugstore blush because I have the Milani ones, I have a bunch of e.l.f. blushes, but they can go glittery. This one right here, NYC or NYX NYX in peaches, no, just peach, is very pretty. It's a matte blush, which is hard for me to find at the drugstore, versus this one from Tarte in Imagined. Both super beautiful colors, but if I had to choose, I would definitely choose this one. I've never gotten a bad Tarte blush, and I mean, they're very pigmented, but I never go overboard with them. And this one, you build up, I don't know. If I had to choose, I would say the Tarte one. As for palettes, I've got this one from Sonia Kashuk. It's the Eyes on Neutral Shimmer palette. It is so beautiful. I love it so much. Super pigmented, buttery shadows, not a lot of fallout. This is why I don't need the Naked original palette, because this one is just to die for. So I'm comparing this one with my Naked 2 palette. You've all seen it. If I had to choose between the two, I'm glad I bought this one because I just, you know, would always wonder how great it was, and I do love the shadows here, but this is the one I reach for, you know, 9 times out of 10, and, you know, this one I don't. Love this palette. You can get it at Target. It is $20, but I still consider it Sonia Kashuk Drugstore. I've got 2 liners here. This one is Jessie's Girl. This one is Stila Stay All Day. They both have very similar tips on them, and you know, the pigmentation is equal. They're equal in a lot of ways. This one is a mini, like a sample size, but I got the gist of what it is. And Jessie's Girl wins hands down. I just love this liner, and I love the Physicians Formula version of this too, but this one's like $6 and that one's, I don't know, like 12 or something. So I definitely went yesterday and picked up 2 more backups of this one because I'm not sure if it's part of the permanent line because it was on like a little separate display. And I love this one. I know that some people think that it's more difficult to work with, but I just haven't noticed that at all. I think the brush tip is just the same as this one. And I did a liner video where I tested which one lasted longer, and I'll link that in the description bar below. I've got 2 mascaras here. This one is the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. It has a very similar wand to the voluminous one by L'Oreal. This one is much messier. Sometimes I have to wipe it off with a tissue. This one, you know, you pull it out and there's not a lot of mess on here. They both give very similar looks. I really do love this one. But if we're talking about which one I'm going to repurchase, I'm definitely going to repurchase this one. It's not a big enough deal. I mean, they really give the same effect on your lashes. So the L'Oreal wins. Finally, I've got these 2 lipsticks. This one's the YSL Rouge Volupte Shine, and this one is the L'Oreal Color Riche. They're very similar colors. I love this one because it makes me feel like a movie star, and it's the only YSL lipstick I own. But if I had to, I would choose this one. I would. I mean, they're the same. I've got like 10 of these. I love these. If I had to choose my 10 of these versus this one, I would definitely choose the 10 of these, if that makes any sense. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I am definitely tagging you. I love to watch people do this tag, so I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.